And away we go. And my monitor looks to be shot, which is fine. No, hello. Let's turn that off, get that out. See, that's where I read my chat. Struggle bus is real sometimes, kids. I tell you what, we're gonna be fine. Cicero, my man, what's up? I gotta change the chat here. All messages. What is the good word? Happy Monday. Been home for a few minutes here. Did a couple things. I noticed Aries was live a little bit ago, but looks like he's done now. I missed that. What's up, Dom? Imagine that. I turned it on, and here I am for you. Ha! What's up, Jack? Ballin'. Top chat to live chat. It looks like my monitor might be shot, or maybe the cord. It goes back and forth from saying input timing is not supported by the monitor. Please change it. But what it's asking me to change it to is what it's set at. And so are the others. But then it'll say, oh, no cord detected, going into sleep mode. What's up, Grateful? Dong. 1. Magnus Lut. Two Magnus Lut. So Yuval, if you saw my video yesterday, saw my new Zippo. Wait, that's not a flame. The new Zippo insert. Actual Zippo product. This is solid, heavy duty. So it is a bit driver. Came with a Phillips, a flathead, and like a T-1000, whatever. You ordered 2 of them? Boom. Right? They're cool. What's up, Cole Bunny? It works good. It holds in there nice. I think, if anything, if you saw the video, you don't want to put torque on the cap. You don't want to torque the cap, but you can still hold it like this, get in there, or you could take it out and just use it like this. I think it would be a really good secondary one, so like you can pinch this one in there like that and then get the other side on your non-captive, your gross non-captives, right? But that's fun, right? I mean, that will go in my kit for sure. Been really enjoying the CRKT driver that I've been using. This one's been my favorite for a while. This one was only like 20 bucks. Does have the nice bearing on there, so it does spin, and the knurling is really nice. It's just got a good feel for my larger hand. This is the one I just got filmed. This is a Hoto, kind of Amazon special, 15 bucks. But look at that size. It does also have your bearing on the bottom for spinning, so you can get that on the palm and spin it around. It's got a magnetic tip for the thinner ones. Boom, pops in, and it also has a chamber of secrets. A bunch of little minis, all the different things. I'm just going to leave those in there, continue to use my Weehaw bits, and use my little T6, T8s on there. But this feels like it'll be a good one for getting in there. I just wanted to upgrade a little bit on my driver game. Boom. What's up, Jim? Super nice. What's good, Jim? Oh, Kobani got Condor Yoshimi today and a Makara. Awesome. You're still getting stuff. That's great. So this is a fun one. I dig it for the price. I know it's none of the really sweet premium ones that are out there right now, the new Devo one. But It feels like it's solid. I think it's going to work. Cicero says he loves it, so he's been using it. I'm 99.9% sure there was one of these in the pass and swap Rene Ramon box from a while back, and I ended up not swapping it, but I think it might have been this exact same one, but it was a different color. I don't know. Found it on the Amazon, picked it up. Second little driver set I've got, or this one's just fun. It's a Zippo. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? Anybody else got anything on the way? What's up, Chris? Got a Taipan and a Berg Slim this weekend. Yeah, grateful. I saw. That Berg that's a sweet looking knife. So that's the Berg Slim. So there's a full size and then there's a mini. Is that the way it is? The Zippo vid is good. Thanks, Jim. Was that the one where I was losing it at the end? No, that was this one. This stinking thing. The old crinkle cut knife. The old... Kathleen commented, she was like, I don't think that'll cut anything. I love it. Do I have the arcade? I do. I have upgraded it a little bit. I bought the Mohawk backspacer for it. New poop knife. No, this is a crinkle knife. This is for cutting like crinkle fries or cutting fancy pickles or something like that. It could be a fancy poop knife. You're right. No, I'm wrong and you are correct. This is definitely should be if you're gonna cut your poop, why not be decorative about it, right? Oh, we have fun here. We'll have to try to sharpen it, although I think it'd be best to go to like but it's got the wave. It'd be nice to go into a grinder and and get it started, but it's wavy gravy. So what's up, Donnie? Kenneth Clear, what is your favorite brand? That is tough. I bounce. If my favorite brand, it would be the one that I have the most of, then it would be Kaiser. But I really like Devo. I really like Concept. That's a really tough question. I do have one Swiss Army knife, but it is in my... I know where it is. It's actually inside right now. Is it in there? It is. I was cleaning out some stuff in my car. This is usually in my car. Just a little kit with some stuff. Little gear. I actually really like this little mini mini wrench. Oh, and there's a bit driver in here. I forgot I had this little one. That's kind of a fun little spinny budget friendly bit driver. But I have this sack right here. So this version, I would say the easiest identifiable quality is this one has the Phillips on it. I think Kathleen, last time she was in here, she's like, oh, that one's called like the whatever. I don't use it much, but it's in that emergency kit because it just has a few different tools and stuff, so it kind of lives in there. I have another one somewhere. Kershaw, I do have a few Kershaws. What's up, Bo? Dylan Mallory in the house. Levi, what's up, Levi? Got a nice little crew rolling in here on a fun Monday. Anybody getting all excited for the holiday? Celebrate, you don't celebrate. You work this week. I work tomorrow, and then I'm off for the rest of the week, spending time with family on for the holiday for sure. Kershaw, they used to live right there. I moved some stuff around fairly recently. I thought, like, where are they? Must be on one of these shelves. Wow, I'm losing it. I'm losing it. CRKT. I have a couple of Kershaws, but I don't even. Wow. I apologize. Really? Really? Really, dude? It's frustrating when you got stuff that you can't find. Wow. Epic fail. Where would they be, though? What's up, Fred? Robin? Driving, so really not looking at the chat, but listening to Kevin. To Kevin? Or did you mean to say KDK and then it was autocorrect in your chat? Kevin! That's kind of bugging me. They're usually right here. Where I have a Kershaw Heist and I have a Kershaw, because the one's up here. Oh, that's right. Secrets. But where's my Heist? I carried the Kershaw Heist for quite a while. It was a nice one. I have a Kershaw Iridium that I did a custom to. What do you think of that? Boom. One of a kind Kershaw Iridium with the Sagaya laser mark pattern on there. First day with the arcade and you're already adding magnets. Here we are again. I think mine's great without it. So yeah, I've done the Sagaya pattern on a few other knives before, so I just did this one up real quick. Turned out pretty good. But where is my other Kershaw is the question. I need to do a full fix through. Fed Harrison, what's up, dude? How are you doing today? Happy Monday. Cicero on the way, giveaway from Ron, Small Centros, Mini Roach, Milital, Croc, Concept, Osprey, whoa. Devo Mash, Stout V2 Scales. Oh, you've got those yep, I remember those. Nightcore EDC 17 ordered a mini Taipan and compact Excalibur yesterday. Jeez. Cicero going for it on the holidays. You know what? I'm buying presents for myself. Why wouldn't you? Well, a couple of them are giveaways or whatever, and I'm not judging. I can't, It's great. You're just worried about it opening accidentally, because like that. Whoa, and then I totally failed to open. I need better thumb studs. I bought the thumb studs. Now I'm there. But these thumb studs on there are just tiny and then they taper off. So I bought this from Flytanium. This is titanium also. So I'm going to actually take off that, obviously swap, and I'm going to take off my Mohawk backspacer. and then anodize the thumb stud and the backspacer. But you can see the difference if I can get it to focus. How much larger that thumb stud is. Definitely more squared up at the top and bigger. So a nice little titanium thumb stud from Flytanium. They have several that fit different models and stuff like that, but I picked up that one. I just haven't done it yet because I've been sidetracked with projects and things, and it's something. Kevin Smith and knives. That's why I can't use voice to text. I don't like it. I don't even have the autocorrect on my chat, on my text. So if I spell something wrong, unless I see it and fix it myself, it'll just send it. It bugs me. The detent is just too weak. Yeah, I hear you, Jack. I hear you. It does, because you can, you can't really talk it. Well, you can kind of talk it. The magnets hold it in firm. See, now my screen just came up, and now it's earlier I said my screen is dying. I think that's part of it dying, part of it. Hi, Kathleen. What's up, Kathleen? Did you see it? I haven't posted the video yet, but I just got this new bit driver. Been getting a few of them. This was only 15 bucks on the Amazon, and it also has extra things. So if you had you needed to fix some glasses with a little mini Phillips or a little flathead for something like that. Kind of a cool little one for 15 bucks. Magnets are good. I think there's more space on the scales. So where would they go on the arcade? Did they go in the area where the insert is, or where do they go? I would assume they would have to go where you can see through the Altum, like into that section right there. But then does it make it harder to open them? Making it up. I've said, but a lot of people have been doing that though, right? Should be able to find a video of someone that's done something on it and might have some insight potentially. What's up, Zachary? Dang. Yeah, right now I have the Weehaw. It's the skinnier bit size, but I have a bunch of these Weehaws in the skinny version, and they drop in there nice. They fit great. So no worries, no issues there. I already used both because I've been using, I added that adapter to this, and I've been using the skinnier ones in with here so that it makes it a little bit longer. But definitely, I mean, it fits in there good. Ah! Everything on the floor. Haven't dropped a knife yet, though. Dropped a few knives in the last few vids. I bet others have, but I've only... Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense. People are doing it on the Demco, not necessarily on the arcade. But it is similar, so... What magnets do you get? They'd have to be pretty damn skinny. I have some little tiny little rare earth like round magnets, but I feel like they're already too chunky. So I don't know. God, my chat's messed up. What's up, Eddie? What's up, Justin? I bet... Oh, I'm sorry. It creates more resistance on the open. I think I've had times where I go like this. See, now I'm not going to be able to, like, where you go like that and it doesn't open all the way, but you've already gotten past the mag. That actually might help that. Like if you, because I'm trying to do it on purpose now, where you just don't flick it very hard and you don't quite get it all the way open. Hey, Greg, what's up? a heavier detent, like with a magnet, you would be putting a little more pressure. And then so when it does break free, boom, that actually might improve the potential of it not doing stuff like that. What I have the issue though, what causes that sometimes is because of the lock, it moves. It's got that travel from there down to there and up to close or open. And if you're holding your hand up like this, you're basically, it's pushing into your finger. You can see it push into my finger right there. And that's what slows it down. I'll be interested to see what you come up with, and maybe I'll try it out. I would say I do want to anodize and change up with I really like that Mohawk backspacer on there. And I like Ultim a lot, but something about the insert, and if I'm going to anodize that, I don't know if I like the Ultim on there. But I'm not really sure what the plan is. Brian Dixon, you made the table today. Whisker Forge. Everybody needs a hand-forged fork in their life. You want one? Message B. Dixon. I haven't carried my arcade in a little while. I kind of put it aside because I got the thumb stud for it. It's a fun knife. I'm just not I do like the texture on there, but the yellow with the black and then the titanium, like, I don't know, it doesn't suit right. I have some I know that word, neodymiums magnets on some older plunge button locks. They pretty skinny then. I could almost find the ones I have, but I feel like the ones I have, they're really small and they're round, but they're almost kind of, they're not super skinny in the cylindrical verticality. Yeah. We're going to go with that. 2 mil by 6 mil work great on the arcade. And where did you put them? Like right on in that squared hollowed out insert section? That's what I'm assuming. Eddie, what Zippo is that? How nice of you to ask. It's my video from yesterday. This is a basic classic Zippo. But it's not a Zippo. It's a bit driver. So it holds the standard 1/4 inch bits. I got a Weeha T8 in there right now. And if you pop it out, it holds 3 more. So it comes with the flathead 2 Phillips and like a T20 or something like that. And it fits in all standard Zippos. If you have a Zippo Slim, it won't fit in there, but the standard Zippo case, it pressure fits in there. This is heavy duty steel. It's actually made by Zippo, so endorsed, fits, sits right in there. So now you've got your lighter, except for you're going in and adjusting your pivot, which is kind of fun. Is it ideal? Is it the best one? You don't want to put any pressure on that. I would say I bought a cheap one. The cap has a lot of play to it, so you don't really want to torque on that, but you could just take it out if you needed to torque heavier. But if you needed to torque large, I would then say that's why you want to grab like your larger one that you can really get in there and hold on to. Trish in here. What's up, Trish? I hope your Monday went well. It did. How was yours? Zippo. You just want to light it. I think it's cool. Check out the video. That one posted yesterday. Check out the Sect 808 Sustain. Sect's been making some cool stuff. I wish my monitor wasn't dying on me. I have another, and now my mouse. Where's my mouse? Oh, it's over there. What? Why? Where is it? Did my battery just die on me? Or was it when I dropped it on the floor? I was trying to look it up, but I don't have a mouse. Really? Maybe if you didn't use a cordless mouse. Seriously? How could it die right now? Why wouldn't it, right? Did you try plugging it in and unplugging it? Hopefully it didn't break when it dropped on the floor. Did I use it? You guys saw when I dropped it on the floor. Did I use it after that or not? Looks like we're buying a new mouse. What's up, Cliff? I was trying to look something up, but I literally am locked out of my computer right now because my mouse doesn't work. I know I could probably find a AA for it. There are some right over there. Anybody got some fun plans? Leaving town for the holiday? Just chilling at home, hanging out with family? What's the deal? I do a Thursday night live. As you all know, we're live now, but I also do my main live on Thursday nights, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. And I will be live this Thursday. So Merry Christmas. Tune in. We're going to have a good time, I promise. I have a rechargeable keyboard and mouse. I have mine's cordless, but it's not. KDK Christmas Live, you know it. Mick says, where do you put the magnet on the arcade? I think he said it was inside. Luckily, I have the Ultim one, so you can see the hollowed out section. So I think it would be in there because the blade takes up a lot of the space inside there. So really you're looking at, you would have to go into here where those recessed cuts are to take up that little space. Otherwise you're going to be hitting the blade with it, is what I'm assuming. Try one more time. One more time. Red. Green. The light is green. The trap is clean. I'm going to try a AA quick. I can't look anything else up. Boom. Freshie. My family lives pretty close, so I'm not going to be traveling too terribly far. And it looks like we are going to be celebrating on Christmas Eve. My sister has a couple of boys, so I'm uncle, and so they do a Christmas with my family or our family, and then they do a Christmas with my brother-in-law's family. So it looks like we're going to be doing it on Christmas Eve, and then they're going to go with the brother-in-law's family on Christmas Day. So that leaves my Christmas Day evening open. Uh-oh. That's not good. Apparently, even a new battery. I did drop this on the floor off the table, and I think that might have done it in. I don't see anything wrong with it. And now it has a fresh Oh! I made it work. It currently works. I would like to try the magnet. So you put it on the insert. I guess. Well, he just said he did it. You still in here, Jack? But it looks like it would go on the insert in that cutout space. So you could take the insert off, glue it to the insert, put it in. The battery was backwards. He just doesn't want to admit it. No, no, I would. you know me. I'm proud. Or I'm not proud. Wait. I don't know. It's weird. This is old, so, but it's working now. I'm joking. I mean, I like to rip on myself when I do stuff wrong. I promise. If I do something dumb, I'll make sure to share it. Whoa. There's some photos from Aaron now. All right. What was it that I was going to? So Jack is going to glue them to the insert. The 2mm magnets sit flush with the liner. So that's going to give you enough clearance that they won't touch the blade. I'd also wonder, like, it's really close. Would that maybe want to pull the blade over to it? If you got one on each side, I guess no. Jack, I'll be interested to see. Are we connected on Instagram, Jack? If not, you should message me on Instagram. Show me pics when you're done. Maybe I'll try it out. Been trying to get me to do it on the Demco. I'm happy with my Demco. Well, plus the titanium ones, you're not going to get it in there. Mick says his arcade works good, but if you say it makes it better, you know, it might. It could mess with the centering torque. But if you have magnets on both sides, it should equally pull. I don't know. My 20S is lost in the mail. 20S? What's a 20S? A knife. Kenman, a knife. Oh, the Demco. Oh, is that supposed to be 20.5? Or is there a 20S? And I just don't know. I probably don't know. That is a bummer, though. I don't like people not getting the things they ordered. Like, Grateful didn't get his, and then at least they gave him a refund. Grateful. My 20s are lost, too. I can't remember a thing. Truth. The 20S, USA 20S from Demco. There you go. That is not cool. Hopefully how long has it been lost? Maybe it's just a couple days back and you'll get it. But yeah, Grateful. 20s? I don't remember. That was too long ago. I got a crinkle cut knife though, so we have that going for us. Witch's knife. Does it flips? Oh, that almost flips better than the poop knives. You know, we could do 2 poop knives and a crinkle knife. That's fresh. Oh. It was the orange one that time. Not easy to do, juggling these ultra lights and then still catching them on the handle. I mean, I'm not going to cut myself on this. Well, actually, that tip, it's got a little... Crinkle cut taters. You've given up? Oh, no. Well, hopefully that's the step. You give up, and then a couple days, like after Christmas, it just all of a sudden, there it is. Trish says, everybody hit that like button. 36 in here, 26 thumbs ups. Come on now, we can do it. I agree with her. Thank you. Polar Vice. Do I have a polished G10 handle? How's it going, Polar? I feel like I haven't seen you in here in a little while. Polished G10. This is close. This is probably the most polished G10. This is the old school feldspar. Wow, totally missed it. Contour G10, and it's very smooth. So is there something polished where it makes it even more shiny or glossy, or are you just talking about something where it's smooth, no texture? Because often, you know, G10 will have that kind of texture to it, like this, where you can kind of see it a little bit more, or that peel ply texture or whatever. This is definitely smooth. This is my collection, Leroy. I am kind of an addict. I have all of my horizontal space covered with different knives. I love them all. It's an ongoing thing. Is there something that has a specific high polished G10 that we're talking about? You want to see some favorites? Lefty Devo Stout V2, Vanex, Hollow Grind, perfect. This also, boom, check that out. Nice little glow scales on there. The Numb Knives Cornerstone, definitely one of my favorites this year. Pinch lock, the new lock. Boom. So you got to squeeze both sides. You can't just push one side. You actually have to squeeze them both. Pinch lock, double detent. Well, like not like double detent up and down, double detent. A detent on both sides. Definitely very cool knife. And the little jump ramp scoop right there. I love that. That's awesome. Did I see the new Civivi Partake? Let's look it up. And then what was the other one that I was trying to look up when my mouse failed on me? Does anyone remember what that was? Because I don't, and I apologize. Civivi Partake. Oh, it's the knife and spoon combo. The Partake. This was where was it at Blade Show? They had a proto. I don't have my upper screen working right now, but this lower one does. Boom. The Civivi Partake. Black aluminum multi-tool. Splits apart. So you got your knife, fork, spoon, and they do click together like with a magnet or something, and then it clicks in. If you want it as a single unit, I suppose I can scroll down. So there you got your spoon on the one side. Boom, pop them apart. That's kind of fun. $105. Ha! We've got a flusher. Oh, there was no, I was going to say, if you would have typed in a message, it would have read the message out loud. I was like, why didn't it read the message? Eddie, Vibes. Thank you for the $1. I appreciate it. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. The Cornerstone, yeah, Nick did an amazing job on this. I love the front flipper, the action, that total ambidextrous nature of it. Once you swap the clip from one side to the other, it's exactly the same on both sides. Literally the only difference would be the pivot has a screw on this side and is captive on that side. But other than that, once you swap the clip, it works perfectly the same both sides. I love it. Definitely one of the tops of the year. Thank you again, Eddie. I appreciate it. Boom. What are your favorites from this year, everybody? That one for sure, the Devo, the Pictus, the Gecko Customs Pictus. This one's awesome. They're all hollow grinds, aren't they? Pretty much. Love a hollow grind. Ouch. What did I do that was ouch? Oh, it was the Sect 808. Thank you, Dylan. Thank you. Boom. Or are you saying ouch to the $100 price tag on that thing? That might have been it. Okay, let's look that up quick. The Sect. I can't see. I need to get that other monitor set up in here. I mean, I need to have more monitors. Yeah, the price. It took me a second, then I was like, huh, what could that be? Sect. What was it? 808. Hold on here. Did you say Ultim?
At Mick_Ranger11 became a member. At Mick_Ranger11 celebrates 9 months of membership. Merry Christmas, KDK and crew. Keep cruising it, bro.
Keep cruising it. Dude, I'm going to cruise it so hard for you, Mick. Just cruising it. Merry Christmas. Thank you very much. 9 months. 9 months, Mick. That's awesome. Keep the good vibes going with us. Always recommending some cool stuff. You know what I like. You know what I like. Okay, how come that didn't pop up? You gave me Sect, but it didn't give me 808. Is it 808? Did I type it wrong? No, there it is. That's weird. I typed Sect 808 and it only gave me the Sect page. The 808 sustain. 808 attack. 808 decay. What? Magnets are glued, results in an hour. Does my arcade have up and down blade play? What do you mean up and down blade play? Like this way? Or this way? Mine has 0 play. It doesn't play at all. I know you meant crushing it. That made it even more fun. You said I got it right away. It's crushing it. I appreciate you. Oh, it's fantastic. What's up, Tegan? How you doing, dude? In the direction of cutting. Oh, you got a little lock rock, huh? That sucks. Why? How would you have lock rock with a super lock? I'm doing all right, Tegan. Busy stuff. I'll be chill after the holidays when I can kind of get back to the. I just been busy. So this is the 808 sustain from Sect. They have quite a variety. So I think the one that was mentioned originally was this one here with the Ultim CPM S35VN liner lock. How much is this? $95. Is that G10? Cool looking knife. I kind of like the 808 decay. So we have the sustain, the decay, the attack. Looks like the attack has the bottle opener on the front, but look at this. The 808 decay. Ooh, yeah. CPM S90V, steel frame lock, and titanium handle. I like that one. Sold out, 150 bucks. Frame lock. That is cool stuff. Contact Flytanium, they will help you, says Nick. So you tell them, hey, I got some lock rock. I'm actually considering doing that with my Benchmade tagged out. You might be able to see. Maybe not. But yeah, I've got a little play that direction, which sucks. And I wanted to upgrade the scales on it, but if I upgrade the scales on it, and it still has that, you void the warranty with that butterfly on there. And so I'd almost have to send it to them before I do anything to it. What's good, Cobain? I'm lefty too. I am also lefty. You probably just live with it. I don't like that. I want my blade to be solid. You know, when the knife is open, the blade should not move at all. Any little move or bump, my nose itches. Who's thinking about me? Dan Stan, what's going on, dude? I don't like that. If you buy a cheap knife, or if you buy like a case knife, sorry case, but that's what you get. You get a case knife and, oh, why does this wobble? Oh, because every case knife that I have wobbles. I have yet to hold on to a case knife that doesn't have a blade that wobbles around. But I definitely, a solid blade for all. I would message them, find out what they think. It sucks that you just want to not deal with it, but... And if it's very minor and it doesn't bother you, but there's something that's causing that. In this case, it's got to be part of the lock, because I can wiggle it this way. If I push up on the lock like this really hard and hold it up there, it still kind of does it a little, but it's less. So it's almost like the lock isn't engaging enough and it's giving it that wobble. And so in a way, you know, is that something where it might affect the integrity of the knife? You know. Robin, what's up? And I never carry this thing, and I just keep looking at it and then like put it back on the shelf. But that rock bugs me. I do not care for wobbly blades. It's a no for me, dog. I would message them. Minor are not bothering me. Have you taken it apart? It's not too terribly complex with the spring and stuff, but I would almost feel like something's not, like the spring isn't. Yeah, if I pull down just a little bit, I can get a little wobble, but if I let go, it should be solid. It's almost like the spring's not engaging it up enough. Because mine's as solid as can be. I mean, and it drops good. Well, sitting right in the center. And no wobble any direction at all. Pivot hole is slightly larger than the pivot, and it's causing it to passed on a Tasca Mac Daddy? What? Favorite EDC? Oh, that's it's tough. Gee. Double G. Favorite EDC? It's weird. I will look it up. Right now, most carried, this one right here, Concept Orlock, designed by Terry, 1931 Leatherworks. Awesome front flipper. Flicks out, thumbs out, really great. Easy access hole, forward choil, thumb spooned up, poon right there. Thick. Excellent. You get in here and detail it, hold it. Feels great. Not too large, yet the action on it is just really fun and snappy. That is satisfying. I love it. I love it. I love all these. All these. If I say what my top 5 knives are, there's 20 of them. There's 20 of them. Now there's probably 30. I keep finding more. There's reasons. I am such a lover of many different things, and so it's really tough to break it down to one. I don't see the Tasca. Oh, there's one on Blade Binge. Robin, is that the one you passed up on Blade Binge? Tasca Tools Mac Daddy. Open this up. Oh. It was on a knife swap. Is there a lot of different versions though? Holy good Lord. Wow. Okay. Okay. Similar to that one. Tasca Tools Mac Daddy V2, $975. Holy Christ. What is happening here? Hand hollow grind M390 glass bleed bastard. Bleed bastard? Titanium handles, clip backspacer, Zerk thumb studs, pivots. It's cool. You got it on Blade Binge? I mean, either way, I would message Flytanium. Be like, hey, I bought this. I bought it used. I got it on the Binge. It's not like you're trying to... I think companies should be smart enough to see what's going on. Like, is this guy trying to pull a fast one on us, or is he just trying to make sure he's got a quality product? And maybe there's something wrong with said product, you know, like, I can't speak for any companies. Buy 2 at that price, hell. Likely warranty doesn't transfer, but I would, if I'm a company, if I'm Flytanium, and someone has a knife, they sell it to someone else, they have it, and then they have an issue, I would at least reply to them, give them some advice, and then perhaps say, you know, is that an ideal situation? But they might say, hey, send it in, we'll take a look at it. And then they might find that there's a flaw, and then they just replace it because it has a flaw, or maybe it was abused. I would imagine that if it was abused, you would know. Does that make sense? I mean, I'm an ass. I'm just assuming things here. I've heard bad stuff about their customer service. I am not aware, but I've also never tried to contact them. So yeah, give it a shot. Did someone say something about the Hell Dorado earlier? My dogs are raising hell and I missed it. We haven't talked about the Hell Dorado today, unfortunately. I remember someone had made a post. Flytanium is now owned by Blade HQ. When did that happen? I am not in the loop. I don't watch a lot of content late. I've been busy. Yeah, when did they take over? When did Blade HQ take over Flytanium? And Blade HQ is not great at listening. Lakeside, what's up? Merry Christmas. So no, I have not heard anything about the Heldorados except for someone had said something about they thought that was it Migeron is the OEM? I could be wrong. This sounds right. Someone said something like Migeron's the OEM. Migeron was going through some changes. They haven't shipped them out yet. Adam from Azusa sent an email. Still working on it. He sent an email. Did I get an email? Maybe I did. My screen popped on. Oh, it popped off. Any PC whizzes in the chat here? Do I have a bad monitor? Do I have a bad cable? Although the cable's new. Well, the cable was new when I moved into this room. So months ago. Haven't touched it. It just sits back there. Monitor is definitely a few years old. But it's been flickering in and out. Then it says the cable's not attached. Then it's on. And then it says the computer settings are not correct. I did update the drivers.
At Mallory Designs became a member. At Mallory Designs celebrates 3 months of membership. Did y'all see the H2O? Sorry for self-promoting.
No worries on that. The H2O. Let's look it up. What's the best place to see it right now, Dylan? Thank you for 3 months at the D2 level. Dylan Mallory, custom knife maker, designer extraordinaire. What is the best place for me to find it right now? Instagram or your site? Or how about the link that you're providing? Perfect. If you can find a Taipan, I strongly advise getting one. You can flick it left-handed. Pretty sure they made lefty versions. How much? How much? I'm trying to buy a grinder right now. I'm squirreling away for a grinder. And I'm not going to buy a Temu version. $240. Buy the grinder. Oh. This is Dylan's Kickstarter. He just posted the link. If you're interested, grab that link. The H2O design, refined. It's a refined version of his Hadros. Rebuilt from scratch, new internals, upgraded materials, refined in every way. 20 CV, titanium bolster lock, 175 solid price, great design. Ooh, look at that lock. Okay, so you said we have to go to Instagram. I lied, it's 280. All right, whoops. Oh, is that your Kickstarter? I thought, oh, there it is. Is that a video or is that still? Sick. I really like that lock. That looks great. Dylan makes some cool stuff, kids. Check it out. All right. Boom. It's getting toasty in here. Getting toasty in here. I got my double Dylan right here. Pow. Pow. It's got a cool logo. This is the Centros and the, oh my God, my brain just turned on. Droma. Wow. Boom. The fifth post has more pictures. Droma is great. Yeah, they're all great. He's got some cool styling. For sure. All right. So you said the fifth. This one? Or the fifth one after? Oh, no. Boom. Okay, hold on. Let me zoom in. Zoom in on a screen. I like. Yes. I like that you can swap the clip to the other side. I appreciate that as a lefty. I like the flicking hole is narrow. Some of the ones we've been talking about lately where they're wide this way and then you get stuck in there. I'm learning more and more. I'm not a fan of that. Ooh, look at that bad boy. Timascus. That is a dirty. Yeah. That's hot. That's hot. I always remember Droma by thinking of Trauma, but with a D for Dylan. Gotta love them Trauma movies. They possess a lot of the things that I love. You know what I'm talking about? All right, we're back. We're chilling.
At Neil Mackenzie 4842 became a member. At Neil Mackenzie 4842 celebrates 15 months of membership.
Neil, 15 months. Thank you, sir. Thank you, kind sir. Thank you, Neil. I appreciate it. 15 months. Time flies. I remember back in the day, new channel. I made some videos. I was doing some dye project videos. And while I was making the dye project video, I was like, man, it'd be fun to maybe do a live stream one day and then do a dye during the live and hang out and chat. And I was kind of like, oh, that might be fun maybe one of these days. And now I've been doing it for at least coming up on a couple of years.
Thanks for entertaining my magnet talk.
This has been Jack Verdeed. Thank you for entertaining my magnet talk. $5. Now I got to buy some magnets. We've talked about it before with the Demco. I've got my titanium scales on my Demco, so I can't really do it with that. And I mean, I don't know, it'd be significantly more work to have to carve out a space for magnets versus you can do it with the G10 versions a lot easier. I did get my blade swap on there, so I picked up one with the shark foot and swapped out. So now my custom with the flat titanium scales that I anodized and battle wore, and then I have the titanium back spacer. It originally looked exactly like this. That is the blade that was on there. This is exactly the style that it was when I bought it new. Obviously swapped the clip to the other side. They give you a secondary clip, so it's a left side, right side clip, so it comes with both. I swapped the clip. I swapped out the scales for the titanium and the back spacer for the titanium, and then I bought this one on sale and then swapped out that clip point for the sheep foot or shark foot blade. I love it. I love it. This knife is great. It feels good in the hand. I always wanted it to have that blade on there, but it wasn't available when I bought it originally. Here we are. The only thing that'd be cooler is if I get that premium high-end version with the large pivot and the textured titanium. That's a little out of the range of grabbing right now. Mick has the aluminum OG scales on the 20.5. There's usually internal milling for weight reduction. Mr. Mouse, everyone keeps saying Demcos are sick. Some people love them, some people hate them. It's another knife out there. It's very ambidextrous with the shark lock on the back, so you pull that down, and that kicks the blade a little, so you can kick it out, kick it shut, or you can open it and then just bring that down, and it lets the blade drop. So since it's directly in the center, lefties and righties get the exact same experience. When you have a blade with like a liner lock, it's on one side. So as a lefty, I need to reach across with my thumb, bring it around, and drop it. As a righty, I can just push it with my thumb and let it drop itself. So it's kind of a different experience. But when you're looking at something where it's fully ambidextrous like that, it's the same for both. You get, as a lefty, sometimes you have to change what you're doing a little bit to adapt to what's available. It's only a liner lock, it's only a frame lock, kind of is what it is. But in a case like this, it kind of appeals to me a little bit more because I get that full lefty happy sensation. You can do different things with the Demco. Like I said, because of Mick telling me about the sales and stuff, I was able to change mine from this to this. You know, got some nice changes going on. Dual wheeling Demcos. Ooh, mama. And there's nothing wrong with this blade right here. It's that blade though. This is for me right here. The index finger right there. Nice controlled tip for some draw cuts and things like that. This kind of modified grab that I get in there for doing stuff. If anything, I would say add the jumps all the way out to there. Top notch. Top notch. And that's the shark's foot lock. Is the Flytanium, is this considered the shark foot then? Or yeah, it is. So the Flytanium has the same lock system on it, but you can switch over to the Civivi Vision FG, and this is called the Super Lock. It's almost, basically it's exactly the same kind of deal where you push down. Wow. And it's right in the center on the back. I'd say the Super Lock maybe sticks out a little bit more. Has a little bit more hanging out from here to here. The jumps are a little bit bigger, but they pretty much do the same thing. Demco, you got to keep your eye out for the sales, right? What's my favorite of those three? This. Number 1, number 2, number 3. This was number 1 for quite a while, but that was also before I got the Demco, I think. And I really like this knife. This knife is great. Good feel. More jimps for me, please. But the action is nice. The choke up, the blade shape with that tip, very, very usable, very fun. I would say the Flytanium. The blade shape is fine. It's just my least favorite. I seem to get caught the way I hold it. I want to catch on there a little bit more than the others, even though they're kind of the same style. I just hold it a little different.
Afternoon all. It's good to see you. Glad to be here.
On the Edge. $5. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Happy holidays. Merry Xmas. Have any fun plans for the rest of the week, the weekend? I appreciate the $5 and your membership. Means a lot. I know I carry different knives most days. Is there one you find in your pocket more than others? First off, this one for sure. The Kentucky Holler Jack. Traditional pocket knives, C. Reisner cutlery, thick 154 cm. This has been in my pocket every day since I got it. I've been carrying 3 knives. So I've got my Terry 1931 Leatherworks slip. I put this in that slip and I drop that in this pocket right here. And then like today, I have my secondary carry, the little QSP mini penguin, right? And then my main was the Geo ethereal cutter. And then I also had this in my pocket. So I was doing like the, did I set that pen? So I was doing consilver, the texture titanium, and then I was also carrying the Zippo bit driver and my Zebra stainless pen. So it's kind of doing a nice little combo with the silver, the titanium with the texture on there today. So I'm always carrying 3 knives. So I have my main knife, which is generally more of a regular full size kind of a knife. And then I'll carry a smaller one. So I've been carrying the larger knife that I've been carrying the most is the Orlock. That's definitely hit my pocket more than any others this year. So like if I were to carry the Orlock, let's say that one in this pocket, then I would say, oh, maybe my secondary could be like my Baby Banter or maybe the Flytanium Minim or something like that. Put that in there. And then I also have my third, which is this bad boy here. The awesome slip joint. I just love it. I love it. Is the Geo on bearings or washers? I don't know. Looks like bearings. Those could be washers. I don't know for sure. That actually looks like washers. But it does have, boom. It's a little bit stiffer on the spring of the crossbar, but I'm really enjoying that, to be honest. The drop bear, they're very similar to each other, but the drop bear is definitely a lot looser. It just like is a free open and drop. It feels like it's not connected to anything, versus this, it does just have a little bit more. You have to swing it a little bit more, and you have to give it a little bit more flick to get her going. But I think that I like that more. I kind of want to take the drop bear apart and bring that spring in and give it a little more tension, since you can adjust it. I just never have. Gosh, I want to be 21 for a weekend. Don't we? Oh, I remember over half of my life ago. I just turned 21 not long ago, but without fail, I've needed it when I didn't carry it. Now I religiously have it. Correct. Once you start carrying regularly, it's like you use it. I have people I know that didn't really carry. And then I was like, oh, dude, I carry a knife all the time. And then I kind of set them up. They end up getting something. They're like, dude, I can't believe I wasn't carrying a knife before. And then, boom, they're addicted. Just can't get myself to say dong. Oh, crap, I just did. It's Grateful Dong, and he is amazing. Top notch. Yeah, to be 21 again, though. Enjoy it. Soak it in. Time is fleeting. It goes fast and faster every day. I feel naked without it. Dude, if I get to work and I don't have a pen in my pocket, it's like, oh my God, I forgot my pen. I'm going to lose my mind. Best survival knife steel? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. If I were to use a survival knife, which one would I grab? I have some that are D2. I've got some that are... what is the standard Mora cans ball? This is a great survival knife. The Mora. I don't even remember what they put on this one. It says stainless. AEBL. Sure. Long term outside. Yeah, I don't know. What does everybody think? People thought my EDC was dorky in high school. Pocket pouch, tool belt, multi-tool. Until little by little, all of a sudden they're like, hey, I need this. Oh, you got one. Can I borrow that? Pockets are a problem on women's clothing. I find myself wearing specific clothes because I want to carry. Right? Or I buy specific shorts. Or I never really was comfortable. I don't like sweatpants. And I think it's partly in the waistband and the lack of pockets, or like the super loose pockets. You put something in your sweatpants pocket, I feel like it's just not. I am a jeans, t-shirt, shorts, and a t-shirt kind of guy. Well, TD McQuaid's. TD McQuaid's. You guys ready? We're doing it. We're doing it. Okay, so these are the TD McQuaid's. These are well worn in. So we've got this little fifth pocket up here, but then we also have this pocket right here, and this is where, oh, it's right here. Losing my mind. So we've got that, but that's not part of the main pocket. So you can take lighter, phone, whatever, put it in this pocket. It's completely separate from this one here, and then that fifth pocket there. You got the same on the other side, so you can put your wallet, your keys, or whatever in there, and then you can take another knife, and you can see I've actually, these are over a year old. They still do wear through. Boom. And then that keeps it separate so it doesn't scratch. Then you get to the back. You have a pocket here that I put a pen, and then down at the bottom I will have my little pry bar. So that you drop that down there, it's gone. You don't even know it's there. It sits on your hip, so you don't really sit on it. And then you have your main back pocket. So you have all these extra pouches and pockets, places to put things. They don't scratch into each other. Works amazing. Ulti-clip does the job with sweatpants. Yeah, but the thing is what you've got, or for me personally, whatever works for you. But like, okay, to me, if the Ulti-clip in sweatpants would be like putting an Ulti-clip right here, where you lock it in right there, right? And it's there, but it's this. You can just, I can move this all over the place, you know, because that sweatpants pocket is just kind of just, I don't know. It's not my thing. I'm just not comfortable. I'll sit around in jeans at home or shorts. I just don't really do the sweatpants. I know some people love them. Some people wear them all the time. Some people don't like wearing jeans. Wear what's comfortable for you. Trick is, super steels can be harder to sharpen when you're out and about. Right. But it also depends the survival situation. What if you don't have access to good sharpening stuff? Then is it better to have something that's easier to sharpen, or is it something that's not easy to sharpen, but it'll stay sharper longer? You know? Edge retention versus toughness. Might as well get some Jinko jeans. Well, the Jinko jeans are baggy. These fit comfortably for me. They're, you know, they don't like sag in the butt. They're just like comfortable jeans. You know, like every person fits different. Some jeans are loose or tight or whatever it is. These work for me. Tactical distributors, they're called the TD McQuaid's. TD space McQuaid. McQuade. Should we look them up? Ooh, my monitor popped on. I'll just give you a link. How about that? I have no affiliation. These were actually recommended to me by Russell and Nico from the CJRB booth at Blade Show. I was looking for some pants to carry more, and you guys know that Nico carries a lot. So let's see here. He usually does between 20 and 30 knives but he's also working at a spot at Blade Show. So it's kind of makes sense. 511, check them out. Hold on. There it is. So if you click that, I just posted a link. That will bring you straight to the TD McQuaid tactical jeans, the pants, and slims. So they have different kinds. I have the standard ones. I don't really care for slims. Personal preference. Tab crash. I've had my live tab crash a couple of times when nothing else in the computer crashes. It's interesting why that happens. I know I've looked at some 511. Oh, that bag is downstairs. I have a 511 tactical bag. It's great. Do they carry baggy? They have like a few different ones. They have like the originals, like the slim and like a loose fit. I would say these are kind of, I mean, you know, not, I sag. I let them drop. But they're definitely not tight. They don't fit tight around my legs anywhere. I don't like a slim fit or like tight around the calves or anything about that. The 511s are similar, to just have pockets. There's another brand, I can't remember what they are though, that Nico had a pair of that were pretty cool, but they were more expensive too. Someone say something about being tactical? Hate Nate's tactical. This knife has to fit. If you can't get this one in there, all right. Out it goes. We're not talking main, we're talking knife pocket. Boom. It's in there. But we need to put it in that way so I can. Why wouldn't you? I mean, it's huge. It's huge. What's up, Hate Nate? My man, we are a twofer. A triple Magnus Slut action. We're going to get Tom in here. So tactical. So tactical. I'm wearing all black right now. So tactical. That's a deep pocket right here. What you got you on deep on pocket now? Every knife should have a wave feature. No. Absolutely not. More often than not, it gets in the way. It sticks out too much. I have this tactical bag. This is a Max Edition. So this is designed to be an over-the-shoulder satch. Extra heavy duty. You got your main pouch. You got a front pouch that has like a little section in there. You got your little front. What is this? Oh, extra cord. A drink beverage thing on the side. Then you've got another holder there. And then you have the main pouch. You can bring this down, lock this up. You've got your Molly. Get my little twisted sis. Pow, right there. Patch is coming soon. Little pocket there. Then you've got your top pouch. And then there is this, which is basically, it's a holster pouch, if you know what that's specifically designed for. I actually carried this as my bag at Blade Show last year. I have an Osprey backpack, which works really good too. I was just trying something different, a little bit slimmer. I'd love to ultimately carry less at a Blade Show, but you need to make sure you've got everything. You're making videos and stuff like that. Ultimately, what I need to do is I need to have my assistant. Need to be a little bit bigger than that, Kenman, to need an assistant. Need or want, there's difference. But to have someone at Blade Show right there, carrying the bag like a caddy, you know what I'm saying? Like literally pro caddy, Blade Show. Anybody want to be hired as a caddy? My head's getting big now. I need to settle down. Melissa, she walks around, she's got her guy. It's like, I was talking to her about it at the last show. I was like, this is what I need right here. Someone that I need the full assist. But, who can afford that? You buy the ticket, I'm down. What, just the Blade Show ticket or the flight and the hotel and the... Kevin, yes, we will figure that out soon. I was talking to Donnie as well. I think we're gonna be set. Didn't you mean an assistant? Drive me out there, pay me. And see, that's where we're at. That's why I'm saying I'm too big for my head's too big for my whatever. Like, I can barely afford to get down there and buy stuff, let alone pay somebody. Brian, we're already kind of working on that. If you are interested in going, we do need to talk. And I sleep on the floor. That boy sleep on the floor. Laid Off Pete was kind of thinking about it too, and he could cut over, and then we go down to Donnie, and then go down the rest of the way. But it looks like he's got some family stuff now. Big pimpin'? I'm little pimpin'. I don't know. Brian, message me outside of here. We'll talk. We will talk. Dilemma Trauma. What's up, dude? How's it going? What are you getting into? That's my biggest issue that I've always talked about with Schmedium pimping. With Blade shows is it's like being in Minnesota and getting down to like Texas, Atlanta. By the time you get down there, you get the hotel and stuff. It's literally, $1,000 by the time you're getting the room and the gas and the flight or whatever it is. I fired my Irish caddy on blaming me for flatulence. You're too faulty. I be Sheila pimpin'. Ooh. Definitely. And so that's the thing. If I had to spend $400 on a flight and a couple hundred on a car and then $200 a night on a room, it's like you dropped $1,000 to be there and you haven't even bought a knife yet. I'm not complaining. Not at all. But it requires more for someone that's far away versus like Fed met up with Fed in Atlanta and he lived all of, less than a couple hours away. So it's like you can kind of just drive there, hang out, drive back home, haven't had to spend too much. You can basically spend all the money on knives. That's what I'm basically getting at. Is like rather than spending half of it to get there and half of it on knives, wouldn't it be cool to just take it all and buy this many knives? Peanut butter truffles. Green. Oh, you guys. I get it. Delicious. Delicious. All right. Sorry, I have to read down. I'm trying to stay with my chat and my one screen died. Permanent marker? Never heard of that. Anything diesel. Howdy, all you crazy cool kids just popping in. Hit that like button. Angry Otter, what's up? What is up? I'm getting hungry. I did not eat a lot of lunch today. I don't know. Sometimes you, like, I was hungry like early, so then I had a donut that I got at the grocery store yesterday, and then I kind of ate some snacks and stuff, and then lunch, and so it was like I kind of ate a lot, and so I wasn't as hungry ate a bunch of stuff. I didn't really get that hungry at lunch, so I didn't eat as much. And now here we are, 6:20. I can't even talk. I must be losing my mind. Hate Nate says I should eat. Sounds like everybody else is having a great day, though. Or at least now. Cheers to all y'all. Oh, there's Donnie. Eat, Santa. Eat. Those, yeah, I heard that immediately. I heard it. That's a good one. Is that one from, which one's your favorite? Is that the Rudolph one? I kind of like the Baby New Year one with Eon, the bird, and then they've got Happy. That one was always a fun one. Bumble's Bounce. Cornelius? Yeah. This is some classic stuff. I remember seeing something, one of the ladies, her dad or something was one of those puppet creators, right? And like this was, I don't know, not that long ago, less than 10, 15 years ago. She saw something that people were asking or trying to inquire about the actual Rudolph and like all the figures that they used for the claymation. And she had like all of them, like almost all of them in these boxes under her bed, not being maintained. They've all kind of started to fall apart because they've not really designed. Sometimes when you make certain things out of materials, they deteriorate over time. And it was like she had like the actual Rudolph that was like in the show, like in this box. And here's Cornelius. And it was like, dude, are you kidding me? And they're all almost fell apart. Like she should have like put them they could have preserved it. I think they redid one of them. I'm going to have to look that up again. It was interesting. But it's just wild to see like someone just pulls it out. And you're like, oh, well, that is literally the one. Like from this iconic holiday special. Oh, what's up, Steven? Right after the holiday, we're going to set something up. Whether we do a live or we just talk about some stuff. But yeah, Steven, this last few days, just getting ready for the holidays has been a mess. Not a big Christmas guy, but Rudolph will be always, yeah, it's kind of one of those things where it's like they were just on. And that, if you're of the age where you remember appointment television, where it would only be on once, And so I was like, okay, Rudolph's going to be on Tuesday night, and that's when it's on. And it's on at 8 o'clock. Like, that's when you were to watch it. There was none of that streaming and stuff of today. Can't wait till this season is done with my wallet. Right, brand new? BNA in the house. Charlie Brown's a good one. Everybody's so mean to Charlie. And the whole Snoopy with the pilot, where he's like a World War II pilot or whatever. Hate commercial holidays. Yeah, it's kind of a mess. I don't go out to the places. Mick Ranger worked on Sesame Street, for crying out loud. We've talked about that in the past. That's some wild stuff. Some wild stuff. And you had to be good, or they'd be like, well, we're not watching it. You've been bad. You don't get to watch. Best Christmas movie, Full Metal Jacket. Oh, the Grinch, the original Grinch. I always liked that one. First Simpsons Christmas, outside of the Tracy Ullman show. Was that 89? Wow. You were a stagehand, but either way, you got to be there. You got to see. Do you have any photos? You probably weren't able to really take photos on set, and even then, you know, that's cool stuff though. I bet that was a fun experience. Snoopy's the World War ace. Yeah, it's like the Red Baron, like the pizza, right? Like the pizza. Wow, 6:25 already. So everybody knows, or if you don't know, if you're new here, Casey of the Knives Fast channel, his normal live is on Monday nights. He's going to be starting in about 15 minutes or so. I'll post up a link right here if you give me a moment. I'm sorry, I usually am able to look at my screen right there, and then at least I'm not all kind of like this. I need to fix my monitor, or probably put in a different one. Buy a new one. I've been wanting to buy like a 4K monitor. None of these, I can't really play any 4K on any of these three. It's all like basically 1080. I have my TV out there. It's a nice TV, but it's too big for in here. All right. Casey's Knives Fast Live. Wait, why can't I hit paste? I copied it. I know I did. All right. Paste. There it is. Dustin, just got my girl's dad the Vosteed porcupine for Christmas. Hope he likes it. I'm sure he will. A lot of people love that knife. It's a solid knife. Good choice. Especially you get something that's someone you're not sure if they're going to like it or if they're a knife person. I think that's a good all around like user, not too weird. Sometimes like if you get somebody something where it's like front flipper only or something, they're going to look at it and be like, what am I doing here? And like, no, it's just right there. It's like, actually, you can still flick that bad boy out too. Got hurt multiple times rigging and doing tree work. Work for a lighting company now. Miss the thrills. It doesn't help to pin things in a vertical live. No, it'll stay pinned, right? I'm going to pin it. Pin. Yeah. So if you are in a vertical live right now, it should have at the very bottom of the screen a big yellow at Kenman Dan Kenman with a link pinned. Yeah, behind the scenes fun on the Muppets and stuff for Sesame Street. That sounds really cool. You can't click on the link in the vertical. I don't think, is that an iPhone thing? I'm pretty sure I've clicked on a link in the vertical on my Galaxy. I think. The link never works for me. Are you running a iPhone or a, what, Zach? I know that iPhone, iPad, I'm not trying to talk that bad about them, but they don't play nice with anything else. Pretty much every other company in the world has chosen to play nice with each other. And iPhone has purposely stated for a fact that they do not care. And they do not plan on playing nice, which I don't agree with. So Zach's on an iPhone doesn't work. My Galaxy, a link will work. So it's just another thing that iPhone doesn't like to play nice. They don't want their chargers to be the same. They don't want anything. They want it all to be, you got to go through them and them alone. And like my family has iPhone, and when they send me a photo or a video on my Galaxy, I have a Galaxy Ultra, basically the nicest phone you can get through them. They send me a video, and it's this micro video, and it's blurry and it's crap. And I send them something, and they don't get the quality that it sends. Chargers are now all the same. They fought that. They fought that hard. They were legally forced to. And he all caps it because it's like, that's how it is. That's how it is. Like the world we live in, you want to work together for people to not make them have to buy new, but they want you to buy new. You can't fix it. You can't do anything. You can't change this. You got to just get a new one. Why haven't you bought a new one? Everyone else buys a new one the second they come out. That's what they want everyone to do. Nobody can click links in a vertical. If I click a link, I would leave the live. Kind of want to try though. What happens if I click that link? Maybe it gives me special privileges because I'm in my live. I don't know. It just would be nice if some of these things work better together. Same kind of thing as that YouTube doesn't want me to be facing forward. They want me to buy a camera to put on the other. I mean, there is a camera on the other side. They want me to buy a screen to put on the other side so I can see the camera on the other side. Tablets are different though too, Gabe. That's so weird. Why does that work or not work? It doesn't make sense. And on my phone, it's called chat filter all messages. And on my computer, it's top chat or all chat. But they're not even called the same thing. Live chat. So on there, it's live chat. This is all chat. Yeah, that sucks. It's like they want you to interact, but then it doesn't work right. I apologize. It's definitely my fault. I'm sorry. I will work hard to figure it out, whatever I can do. Saw my BlackBerry. Dude, BlackBerry was the top at the time. Like the people that was like, everyone would strive to get a BlackBerry. You can't even copy it. It won't even let you like highlight copy it. Will it let you screenshot highlight copy it? because mine will do that. Sometimes it won't let you highlight copy something. If I just take a picture of it, I can go in and touch the text on the photo and it will grab text. I've done that for like tracking info or trying to get someone's number or something or address that it wouldn't copy, but then it would let me copy it from a photo that I took. It won't even let you highlight it. Man, that's something. But if I try to explain that to YouTube, they'll just want me to send them a video of what I'm talking about, because you're actually talking to AI. Rough. Rough. I've been on Android since the Droid came out. You see 3 Kenmans now? 3? What's up, Cat Scratch? And I didn't really say hi to Robo Steve. He's been in here. How long ago was that, Mick, when you worked on that? We send text with our Etch-a-Sketch. That's fun. 1, 2, 3. Ooh.
Damn, guess what this motherfucking got today? A motherfucking Spyderco Micro Jimbo S90V, bish. Did you hear me, ya fucking bishes? For real dope, it's pretty cool. Much deep love, Dan.
Thank you, Hate Nate, for the 10 and putting on the exact. Did you hear me? That's classic. Spyderco Micro Jimbo S90V. Pimpin'. That's sick. Congrats. Let's go. Oh, Cat Scratch is on 2 phones and a laptop. You can always feel it more with when it's laden with profanities. But it wasn't. You know what I mean? Like, we're on the edge of it being, but it technically isn't. Technically. I mean, what did you hear? Because if you read it, it's technically safe. Thank you for the 10 and the always amazing message, Hate Nate. I mean, plus congratulations as well, I guess, are in order. Picks. I'll wait for the picks. Waiting for the picks. Pleasantly. Stacy Bolstered Blades. Hey there, KDK and everyone. Busy but listening. Well, we're all about to jump over. KC's going to be starting any minute now. But Stacy, always good to see you. Cat Scratch, try to find a 4th spot to watch. Oh, I heard it all right. And I can't see it because I can't see it. Now we just need Thomas. I don't think he's going to make it. Haven't received those nudes yet, says Hate Nate. Grateful. Yeah, I mean, when KC goes, he's going to be live in a couple of minutes. And so I'm going to be moving over to that when he starts. Let me fire up the TV for a 4th one. Cat Scratch. You work on that for the next live. I want at least no less than 4 to 5 Kenmans. Magnus Lutz for life. Magnus Lutz smock. Ho! Good kicking it, y'all. Try to chat in KC's a bit, says Donnie. Little laser ghost knives. Boom. Wow. Index. Take care, Knife Nuts. See you over there, says Robin. Jim, later, y'all. Ho! Right? Right? I appreciate all of you. Yeah, it's the holiday. Wednesday night, I'm going to be doing my Christmas with family. So Thursday, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time for my normal live. It's going to be Christmas with KDK. Hope to see you there. Maybe there will be some surprises. Maybe, I don't know. You have to join and find out. May or may not see you tomorrow night. I know we have, I have putting league tomorrow. I may go live. I've gone live with that quite a bit, but we'll see. I don't know. Playing it by ear. Gonna have a great holiday. I just got to work tomorrow. Then we're off for the weekend, Christmas, and then my live on Thursday. Then we have the rest of that weekend. I'm trying to go ice fishing, spend some time with some friends. I hope you all do the same. Thank you all very much. If you are able to hit the link down at the bottom or that's pinned up at the top, that is to KC, the Knives Fast channel. If you just go to the Google home or the YouTube homepage and type in Knives Fast, that should get you there. His live is about to start up. But thank you all for hanging out. I really appreciate you. Thanks to the Magnus Lutz for being you. Hate Nate for the super chats. Everybody else who donated today, members, everyone, help to provide this amazing time and this environment that we have in the knife world. Love you all. Stay sharp.